Hello, I'm Nickolas Brown.
And I'm Nicole.
And straight from the LSC-CyFair studio,
The Barker Beat starts now.
A lot of great events coming up before the semester ends, and of course there's always something great being put on the main stage. In fact, there's a rock opera based off of the life of Eva and it's coming out pretty soon too.
The show, Evita, shows how Eva Perón becomes the most powerful woman by the age of 27 in her country. Samantha Lopez with more.
The main stage will be filled with song and dance as the music and theater departments join forces to bring to life the story of one woman's controversial rise to power.
Eva was a wonderful woman, even though that's highly debatable. Some people really loved her. They thought of her as a saint even for the smallest things, just for the fact that she gave them shoes. But other people say the higher class didn't like her as much because she took money from them and squandered it away.
She was an intriguing figure, and I thought how interesting that they would think that to make a musical theater piece about the First Lady of Argentina, who is a very controversial figure. Some people thought she was not such a nice person, and others thought she should have been sainted.
With a smaller stage, conflicting schedules, and demanding choreography, the production has had its challenges in many areas.
We are giving them staging that some of them have never had to do anything this difficult before. And so we've also had to remind them that they have to do some work outside of rehearsal on it before they come back in. But I think they finally realized that yes, I'm going to have to think about this between rehearsals in order for me to go forward and be more secure.
The difference between them all is because I have to deal with parents, I have to deal with adults like 20 and above and even older, and those my age. Like I have to deal with and younger. So it's a totally different spectrum of working with different people from different age groups and their different schedules, especially the scheduling, because we have to work with everyone's schedules, whose classes are when, how we can rearrange our scheduling to fit theirs, and how we can have our performance or the rehearsal schedules match their needs. And if they can't make it to one, what can we do to help them out to catch up of what they missed?
Despite the challenges, both of the cast have been dedicating their time for over 3 months to get the characters portrayed in their own ways.
I think being sexy, or trying to portray the sexiness that she just exudes, because she's a very, very sexual character. And so it's been kind of challenging for me to try to get into that.
Eva has been a really difficult character to embody and try to portray. She's a strong woman all up until she dies. She's wanting to be vice president. She wants to do everything. She wants to be everywhere. She wants to be everyone's favorite person. So it's been hard to kind of embody her sexy, sultry, strong, independent, driven personality.
I'm not an actor, I'm more of a musician, and so getting the part of Juan Perón where they're just do this, and it's just fantastic, because it's I got a really cool role, but I have to do very little acting, and I get to sing cool parts, but I just get to stand there and look pretty for a lot of it.
I think the most challenging is just knowing that he is a historical figure, and a lot of people know who he is. So you really have to do a lot of research, just looking into the character and making sure that you have all the historical accuracy. But then at the same time, like I said before, he's almost fictional in this story. A lot of the things that he's doing in this story, he didn't actually do in real life. So you have to do that believably.
My favorite part about this play, the preparation is fun. The directors are awesome. I think, I'm not an actor, so it's really forced me to get into a different element. Paul's really helped me, because he knows I'm not an actor, so he's really helped prepare me, and in the sense of trying to make me into an actor. And so I think that I've gotten a lot of experience in that. So I guess really the whole musical has just been the experience for me, you know, because it's something new and I'm learning a lot. That's my favorite part about the play. Favorite part about the play in general, like a scene, I really like, there's a scene called The Art of the Possible where we're playing musical chairs and we're all in rocking chairs. And it's basically showing Juan Perón's rise to power by knocking off chairs, and like he's the last one standing. And so that's my favorite scene.
I think the whole, the score of this show, like all of the music is incredible. It's not every day that you get to do a show that is Andrew Lloyd Webber, who is one of the most influential people in the American musical theater culture. So I think that's been the best part, is really getting to delve into this music and sing it and act it.
I like dying, to be honest. Like, I've never had to die before in a musical, so it's been really fun to like try to, you know, act dying, or like having to die every night is like really cool.
Paul Houpt has some of the best stories that you'll ever hear. And I've loved getting to know all these wonderful, talented people. But I think my favorite is the waltz for Che and Eva. It's so much fun and it's so unique because we're dancing together, but we're not touching at all. And I love Logan, who's playing Che. We've become such great friends, and it's really difficult to not laugh and smile when we are trying to act like we hate each other and wish the other person would disappear. But I don't know, I love it all. I can't really pin down any other moment, but everything. I'm soaking it all in, enjoying it.
But I think my favorite moment in the whole show is just getting to meet new people and getting to open up myself to different people, different environments, and being able to cooperate with the directors, like brand new directors. They don't know who I am, I don't know who they are. So just creating that relationship with the cast, the crew, everyone, it's incredible. And that's always been my favorite part, because I'm able to see people evolve into the characters, especially like evolve into becoming my friends. And then just having that relationship with the cast and their stage manager is one of the best perks about being a stage manager, because you get to see the person being your friend and then see them grow on stage from the rough sketches of whatever we're throwing on that stage to the final performance. And that's the most gratifying thing. It's just amazing.
Evita will be shown on the main stage November 9th, 10th, and 11th.
Nick, do you remember your first day on campus?
I remember being hopelessly lost.
Well, Student Life has created Duck Camp to help students ease into campus life. I sat down with Program Coordinator Jared Wolf for more.
Hi students, we're in the studio with Jared Wolf talking about Duck Camp today. So Jared, what was your role on campus and what part did it play in Duck Camp?
I'm a program coordinator for Student Life, and I'm one of 4 people that works in the Student Life office, and so we kind of split up the planning for Duck Camp, and I kind of took care of, I had my own assignments, so maybe catering and a few other things.
Okay. Tell me about Duck Camp and how it came about.
Duck Camp, it was an initiative done by the college president, Dr. Levy, as well as Student Life and Student Programming Board, and they really just wanted to provide an opportunity for incoming freshmen to attend a welcome camp to kind of get them involved in student life and kind of know more about what's on campus in regards to student life and our events.
What are a few of the things you did at Duck Camp?
Well, to start off Duck Camp, we actually had students give presentations on the top 10 things that other students need to know to be successful in college. And after that, we broke up into 3 groups, and we had 3 different workshops for students on campus. We had icebreakers because a lot of freshmen coming in, they're really nervous and tense. They don't know many people, and so we really wanted to get them involved that way. We also had a resource fair, which was really successful. We had faculty and staff and other campus resources, along with clubs and organizations at this resource fair. Students would just walk through and they could go to the tables that they were interested in. It really gave an opportunity for students to see what we have here on campus. Also, we had Dr. Silva in the Student Service Department. He gave a presentation kind of elaborating on what the students were talking about and, like what it takes to be successful and just the importance of being in college. We provided lunch as well, and also at the end of the day, we had students fill out surveys and they got free t-shirts, and we ended off the day with a duck race in the pond.
Oh, that sounds so much fun. So Jared, you went to Texas Tech. Did you have a similar duck camp experience?
I'd never attended anything that was like duck camp, but they did offer a transfer camp, but it was a few hours away from the Texas Tech campus, and it cost a little too much money, and so that kind of turned me away from it. And that's with duck camp, that's what we want to provide, a free opportunity for these students, so money wasn't an issue, and that's why we had such a good turnout, I believe.
That's great. What were some of the feedback on some of the surveys at duck camp?
Feedback was very positive. Other than the feedback from the surveys, from the questions that we asked, we can tell that they had a good time because we see a lot of the students walking around with their duck camp shirts on. A lot of those freshmen attend our events now. They know where the Center for Student Life is, and which is really important. And we've had a few freshmen start up some clubs as well. So
that's really great. Can we expect duck camp to come back next year?
Based off the success from this year, I believe it will be around next year. I'm sure we'll mix it up a little bit, but I can't really give away all of our secrets.
Ooh. Well, thank you, Jared, for stopping by the studio today.
Thanks for having me, Heather.
Back to you, Nick.
And that's it for us. Join us next time. Stay classy, CyFair.